Brad Williams, XL Prime. What's the cumulative principal payment based on 10 grand for 7 years at 6%? I think I probably just answered that question. What is the principal payment on 10 grand over 7 years? It's 10 grand. Should we just stop here or should we go on? I'm over here way right. The cumulative principal function can be used to determine the total amount of principal paid between any two loan payments. In this example, the first and last periods are used to calculate the total principal paid over the entire loan term. Here's how it works. Well, you borrow 10 grand. Hopefully your principal payment will be 10 grand, unless there's some other factors involved. Cumulative interest principal. We're using CUMPRINC, the function CUMPRINC, rates. We're back here in the anatomy. We have the rate, number of periods, present value, start period, end period, and type. When you are computing the cumulative interest, you need some data. What data? Well, C5 divided by 8. Well, you're going to need an interest rate. So C5, and we always divide by 8 because it's compounded monthly. C7. What's C7? The term. You have to break it down by month. If it's 7 years, you can have a choice. Include 84, or here, up here in the formula bar, instead of C7, you could go, and I don't like doing this, but you can go 12 times 7. Then C4, which would be your present value, which is 10 grand, right? C4. Number 1 would be your start period. C7, that'd be month 1 because we're looking at month. Here, you have your start period. And then end period, C7, which will be 84. Then your when payments are due, end of period or beginning of period. First of the year or last of the year. Are you making your payments at the beginning of the month or the end of the month? That's all it means. In other words, if you're paying at the beginning of the month, your total payments will be lower. At the end of the month, because your interest is going to be accumulating for a longer period of time, the interest due. For this example, we want to compute cumulative principal payments over the life of a $10,000 7-year loan with a 6% interest rate. To achieve this, we configure CUMPRINC as exactly as I stated. You can do this on your own without this particular function. If you've taken any finance courses, you know it's pretty basic. It's an annuity. You can look at it from a couple different avenues. If your question is, why is this payment here? It's because I copy paste this and I modify it based on whatever I'm trying to solve when it comes to the loans. We configure the interest payment, the interest rate. We can compute the payment, the term. Well, anyway, every one of these can be solved on their own. What I did is I solved every one of these on their own using this template. If this bothers you, you can get rid of it. It has zero impact on this particular problem. Here's the final outcome, 10 grand. Review this. Don't follow my example. Create your own. Whatever particular situation, well, if you're buying a car, but make sure it's critical that you understand the interest. Is it simple interest? Is it compounding interest? Is it compounded monthly or annually or quarterly or daily? Or Brad Williams, XL Prime, thanks for watching.